3, 2, 1.
That was a good one.
Well, buddy, welcome to, what is it, fourth edition of the Open Hood Podcast. I'm your host, Max.
I guess I'm special guest Brand.
You special? Yeah, I know. So, obviously, it's starting to get pretty cold now.
Yes.
We went from beers to good old Timmy's. So, I mean, we'll start her off right with a little... There. Cheers. Now, I know we want it, or at least I was kind of wanting to do this live, but we'll have to figure something out.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. I finally sent out some messages for people to be guests and stuff like that, so getting the ball rolling.
I mean, it's kind of hard too because it's a weeknight and
Mm-hmm.
who knows what other people are up to and whatever. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can always film
True.
just Saturday or whatever, but
yeah,
it's just hard because they're like, well, I don't really want to, or send me the link and they never get back, or it's always something. But I mean, it is what it is.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, you can only do so much. It's especially for someone that's like in a bigger channel or something. They don't want to come into a smaller channel and maybe get 3 followers out of it. But it's like you're also supporting local, help local. I don't know. I mean,
it is what it is.
Exactly.
So, with it being cold, how's your garage? Like, is it being... Well, I know you have the big kerosene heater, but is that holding heat pretty good? Or?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was in there all weekend working on the 4-wheeler, and it was...
At least you got lights that work.
And they only work when it warms up.
See, even in the summer.
Yours flicker?
Yeah, and we just changed the ballast fan bulbs.
Huh. Maybe some wiring issue or something.
We think maybe we just need like a more... Well, at least the old man thinks more integrated. I'm like, just put LEDs in. They're brighter. Less issues.
Maybe the mice just chewed it all up.
Yeah. So, in our first podcast, we were filming, the bag was moving around, and we're like...
Bag of potato chips.
Yeah.
That was closed.
There's a mouse. Ate his way through the bag, started dragging it away after the podcast. We're like,
Yeah.
Took care of that real quick.
Yeah. That was...
I got him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Did take one.
No. A couple snap traps and you're good to go?
No, glue traps.
Really?
I like them better.
I don't. I want to know
As cruel as it is, it's just like, nope, you're going to lay there till you die.
Yeah.
Oh, the thought of that.
I like the snappers just because, I mean, it just...
Puts them out.
Done.
Yeah.
It's... I mean, it sucks if you forget about them.
Yeah.
Did that once. Found it, I don't know, 8 months later in my crawl space.
Oh, jeez.
And it was,
just maggots.
Dead maggots and a carcass.
Oh.
And it stunk.
Yeah.
Bad. Like, it was...
See, at least now we're getting into winter, so whatever we trap just stays solid until the summer.
Yeah, pretty much. Or cooks in the diesel heater.
Yeah. Yeah, the dad was thinking, like, oh, maybe I should upgrade my little tiny...
Buddy heater.
Not even buddy heater. It's like one of those square old shop heaters.
Yeah, the 220.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, the amount of power you're putting out for the heat's not worth it.
I had one of those and it just blew. It just blew air. Like, it did nothing. And I was like, well, this is... I mean, it circulates it, but so does the diesel heater. It pushes it.
Yeah.
And that actually puts out...
It gets toasty.
It gets hot. Oh. And it's nice. I mean, you're choking on a little bit of diesel fumes, but... Small price to pay over freezing.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we pulled my Dodge in to do the trans, I'd be like kneeling down or whatever, and somebody moved the heater, and I'm like, it's warm. Yeah. And then it would burn.
Yeah.
And stay hot.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you're in a puddle of water.
Yeah.
That was the worst part.
Every 10 minutes wringing out your shirt.
Yeah. That
wasn't fun.
No.
We're not doing that again.
No, hopefully not. I mean...
Pull your square body in. Stop waiting.
Well, come build a shed with me and then we can.
You know what? We'll just go in the boonies. We'll get some, like, small sticks. Okay. We'll just build a lean-to and tarp it. Done. It'll be all of an hour.
I already have the shed at home. Just needs to be put up.
Okay. Well, Saturday, I guess.
Yeah. Because I moved everything tonight. I got the ice shack out of the way. Got all the wood out of the way. Got the square body out of the way.
It's gonna... What'd you do to move a square body? Just pull it with the truck?
I just started it.
You don't have a reverse, though.
I know. I had it...
Okay.
I put it in neutral, pulled it back with the 4-wheeler, and then drove through the yard.
Oh, okay.
Mom wasn't happy, but
Of course not.
And then I used it because I put the winch on the sled trailer to pull the shack on, and I pulled it forward so I could run the battery off of it. And at the end of it, I was like, put it in reverse. Oh yeah, I don't have reverse.
Whoops.
So back to the garage, grabbed the 4-wheeler, got back, dragged it back.
It's going to be interesting for ice fishing this year, though. Because the water's so high, they actually closed the bridge in Selkirk.
I seen that, the skinny bridge.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Here comes our little buddy. Come here, Dookie. Come here, buddy. No! Come here.
He knows where the food is.
Come here. So, come here. For those who don't know, this is Duke. Our shop dog.
Well, our bark dog.
Bark dog. He's a good boy.
Yeah, he is.
So... But yeah, it's going to be interesting because the water's so high and it's starting to freeze.
It's not going down.
No.
It's staying where it is.
Yeah. We're going to have a big flood in the spring.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be real bad.
I mean, as a Canadian Auto, I'd gladly volunteer to put sandbags. Relax, Dookie. Because it's going to be a big effort.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember coming home from Texas... In the farmer's fields, there was whitecaps.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't springtime here.
No, I know. It's going to be... Well, it's because we got all that rain right at the end of the year, so...
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to... I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know either.
I mean, it's that...
It's just going to be a matter of sandbagging, I think.
Lots of sandbagging. And I mean, it's... Hopefully we don't get much snow.
I think we're going to have a cold year, not much snow. Which is going to suck for snowmobilers, but...
That's the thing, like, it's been up. I mean, you hear everything every year.
Okay. You're okay.
Squirmy wormy?
Yep.
I heard this year it's supposed to be mild with lots of snow.
Yeah.
Which I mean, wouldn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
He's already... Put it up on top of the cupboard. Oh, you're going to forget that there.
Yeah.
It's in the next podcast, right? Yeah, no, so I was hearing it's supposed to be not much, or lots of snow and very mild. So, but there's also the other people that say no snow and just blistering cold again, so.
And the only reason why I think that is because of how cold it is already.
Yeah.
It's probably going to stay like that.
But I mean, it's cold, but it's not bad.
No.
It's minus 28 with the
It's
wind
not
chill.
bad until you're pulling 3 inches of meat through 5 inches of snowsuit.
Yes. Yes.
That's like the school ice fishing trip. Teacher had to put up a tent, right?
Yeah.
For having to go, and it's like... I'm used to just like going in the hole. Yeah.
Whip it, when in doubt, whip it out. But yeah, no, so we'll see. I mean, it's kind of that...
Bye, Duke.
He's so sassy.
Yeah.
Duke. Jesus.
Sorry, I know you guys can't see, but Duke is our dog's walking behind the camera here.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It'll be whatever. There's only 28 with the wind chill, but I mean, realistically, it's only minus 15 or 10, which
isn't that bad.
No, but it's over average or above average. Mm-hmm. Like I remember like 2 years ago it was no snow, and I was riding in like hoodies.
Yeah,
and it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
so.
I remember that. That was. See, and that's the thing. I'd rather have a lot of snow and it be mild out.
Yes.
Because I mean, at least with snow you can make money. In the cold, you're just miserable.
Yeah, exactly. The machines don't work, equipment doesn't work, which is good for me because I get to fix everything.
Yeah.
But when I was doing construction, it sucked because it was
like,
you wake up,
let's go home.
Yeah, literally, wake up, cold day, okay, go back to bed. Next day, oh, am I going to work? It's like by the third day, you're like, okay, I need to make money. Like, I'm not getting paid to stay at home.
Yeah.
What can I do? So, but
see, and it's hard because that's when a lot of guys will run, say, loader to clear snow, and then.
But if there's no snow and it's just cold,
yeah, and that's the hard thing.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, and it's hard on your vehicles when it's cold.
It is.
It's rough starting. I mean, God forbid if you have diesel, you're screwed.
That's why diesel cold starts are a thing.
Guys are starting diesels at minus.
Where like the Bobrovskin or Chechkin.
Russian guy.
Coach. But yeah, because it's like, because obviously I know you can get diesel fuel heaters and additives and this and that, but it's like
block heaters, intake heaters. Yeah. The only way you're gonna start is in a heated shop.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, like, you have a truck out -50, which we hit last year, and you go to the store for 4 hours or something. I mean, you coming out, you're cold starting it, unless you leave it running, and it's.
See, and it's hard because it's like, I don't want to leave my truck running, but it's a diesel, they can idle.
Everybody says, diesels are meant to idle, but they're high idle. They're meant to high idle.
Yeah, that's true.
If you have them on the low idle, your fuel will still gel. It doesn't do anything. It's not keeping it warm. It's not working. It's not under load. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, that's the nice part about the Fords. Like, you can leave a key in and punch the PIN code, which, I mean, it's still...
It's just another thing to go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why I'm very hesitant on buying a diesel. I go ice fishing. I don't want to be stranded.
Yeah, you know what, now that I think about it.
I mean, it's not far. Like, I am only, 20 minutes from Jen's house, so it's whatever.
But what if you want to go to Big Windy?
What if I'm out in the middle of Lake Winnipeg?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. See, but that's one of those rules, always go with a buddy.
Yes.
Or a sled, right?
Yes.
But, you are right, because I want a diesel. But I also gotta realize...
we live in the Arctic.
I don't haul every day.
No.
And it's like...
You haul like once a month.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah. I'm buying a diesel because it's a diesel.
Diesel gang, bro.
Yeah. But I mean, when I work at the track, 45, 10-hour drive every day.
Yeah. Having
35 miles or liters of... Wait, what is it?
I don't know. Good on fuel.
It's good on fuel.
But, I mean, your car will be better.
How much?
Well, a car, a smaller car would be better on fuel than anything, but, I mean, that's the price you pay with a truck. It is horrible fuel mileage.
You know it's going to be horrible no matter what. It's a truck.
Exactly.
And God forbid I buy a Tesla truck, because no thank you. Not only that, but we're not like the states where electric chargers are just available.
No, they're not. They're not everywhere, and then if you do happen to need to pull or something, you're screwed. Like, you can't... I mean, I'm sure they have. I don't know what their payload is or whatever. I mean, there's not much. It's kind of a very...
when is it? For people who are interested, what is it? November 21st?
I think something like that. But you have to pre-order, and it'll still take 4 years probably.
Well, at least the announcement of it will be official.
So, I don't know. I mean, at that point, if you really want good fuel mileage, there's other eco trucks. I mean, a Ridgeline is...
As much as I hate to say it, a Ridgeline is
in
a little better.
Yeah, it is. Or the new Chevy Colorados, they have... Is it Colorados or the... What was the other one there? There's Colorado.
Well, I know Ford has...
Canyon.
Oh, yeah. Canyon.
But I'm not sure...
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Chevy and GM, I know they're sister companies, but it's like Canyon, Colorado.
They have different features, though.
Not that much.
No.
GM's more luxury, I find.
Yeah, because I mean, even with my GM, I like the regular Chevys, 1500, same thing. They don't they just have raw wheel wells.
Yeah.
Which every truck does. Mine has that plastic, which, sure, stuff gets in there and whatever, but for the most part, it protects it. Like, it's protected. Like, when my buddy has a 17 GMC or Chevy, and it's already chipped. The paint's gone. And it's like, the truck's brand new. Like, it's only got 60,000 K. But, I mean, he also has aggressive tires on it. But it's like, it's already chewed that much away.
Yeah.
So, unless you put fender flares or something on it. But, I mean, it just looks ugly if you have fender flares and no aftermarket rims.
See, and I am thinking, because a few people in our truck community got fiber work fenders.
Yeah.
I do really like them because it gives it that pre-runner look, and I love that.
Yeah.
But here I am with a big lifted truck with pre-runner fenders.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of...
But it eliminates the need for BIU to pull me over because my tires aren't sticking past body line.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of that... Who knows? Like, I mean, if you want to feel efficient, they do have Duramaxes in the Colorados. The
That's true. Isn't it like the 4-cylinder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 3 point something liter.
Yeah.
I think Ford is putting a little power stroke in their Rangers.
Wouldn't surprise me because I know it, like in Australia, like the Toyota Hilux is diesel. Everything can be bought diesel.
Ranger. I just seen a video actually of this guy in Ontario, and he had a Ford Ranger, and it had a little Perkins 4-cylinder naturally aspirated diesel in it.
Wow.
Factory.
Yeah.
From Ford, and it was like the 80s. And I was like, that is pretty cool.
That's why.
Yeah.
Just like Jeeps used to come in diesel.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And it was like, it's cool. I mean, it's a whole whopping 60 horsepower, and you're maybe gonna do like 110 with it, maybe do that with it. But I mean, it's 45 miles per 100K or something, or 45 miles to the gallon or something like that. So like the fuel mileage is really good because it's just whatever.
And I mean, with the cost of diesel, it's worth it because even though it's more, you're going a lot longer.
Yeah, I mean, and then there is, if you're smart enough, there is the opportunity to do biodiesel, which is 45 cents a liter. Yeah, which is
just go to any restaurant.
Yeah,
you got to be careful though because some don't really filter the oil.
Yes.
And that's what really comes up your system.
You really gotta clean it, but
smelling like French fries all day. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like actually, not a lot of people know, but the Zamboni they use for the ice trail at the Forks, it's biodiesel.
Is
they
it?
take the grease from the restaurants at the Forks.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. Because I mean, most of them are propane, which is already efficient enough. Like it's not bad, but that's cool. I didn't know that.
And it's a good way to one, curb cost. And be efficient for the environment.
Recycle. Yeah. You're recycling, yeah. Because that is cool. I know all our garbage trucks are biodiesel too. Yeah. Or is it biodiesel or propane?
No, I know in California they got propane buses.
Yeah. I think they're biodiesel.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me.
No, because I know they were coming out with it's all the GFL trucks, so they're all biodiesel because they're green for life.
Well, it's in the name GFL.
Yeah, exactly. So. I don't know,
but that's like a lot of transit buses are even starting to roll out with a hybrid biodiesel. You're just tooting. Oh my god! Wow.
I'm gonna meet that out.
No, that's just going right up. So I mean, it's one of those things where it's good to have the advancement.
I mean, our transit buses are also breaking in half, but I don't know if you've seen that stretch.
Well, and then Winnipeg Transit, like, I obviously, haven't been on transit systems anywhere else. But hearing, waiting 2 hours for just to find out my bus is canceled, it's like, come on, man.
See, that's the thing about winter. And I mean, like, it's, after a Jets game, we took a bus to get to the car. And, I mean, I'm not a bus person. I've only ridden one a handful of times. Yeah. And I got on it. It stunk like piss. And it's like, I don't want to be on here. I don't want to sit in that chair. Like, I'm not a neat freak or anything. Like, I don't...
But you felt dirty.
Like, I mean, I
know.
Like, whatever, but...
Not like Sheldon Cooper with his bus pants.
Yeah, exactly. Like, literally, I was like, this is disgusting. Like, I mean, hundreds of people go on it a day. Thousands of people go on it a day.
I thought of that.
And a lot of... It was right downtown Winnipeg, and there are a lot of... dirty people and dirty things that can go, and
hence why the NHL people said, I hate playing you in Winnipeg, you feel dirty.
Literally. That was like this picture I seen is like what it's like living in Winnipeg and some guy getting stabbed. What it's actually like is like brushing off the snow in your car, shoveling, getting Timmy's, and still getting stabbed.
For your like, Timmy's.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's,
See, but at least, because the way our city was built, they never planned to expand it for the future.
No.
So, like, I'll park my car at my uncle's shop, like, way halfway across the city. Yeah. I know the 11 runs down there. Yeah. 11's direct bus, so just hop on for it. Just came in.
Transcona used to be out of the city.
Yeah.
That was the country, in a way.
I mean, some people still look at it as the country folk of the city. They're something else.
Yeah, they're the Transcona folk of the city. I mean, it's...
Which I shouldn't really be saying much because I live right on that border.
Not to offend anybody from Transcona, but I mean,
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Exactly, exactly.
So, Timmy's is finally coming out with their Christmas cup, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
when's
when's
roll up coming?
Isn't that like February?
I don't know.
I'll show for people like who don't know what Timmy's looks like. This is one of their Christmas cups because what you said they got a couple different versions. All I care is it tastes good.
And it still doesn't taste that good.
You know what? The white hot chocolate, with a shot of caramel, reminds me of like butterscotch pudding.
That'd be good.
Which is like my favorite. So it's like, oh,
this just tastes like warm water.
Ugh.
Which is,
yeah. So and now you can buy like Tim's in the can at the store, and it's like, that's expensive water.
Yeah, and the pods.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I went to McCafe. Well, I mean, we were way off track of cars to Timmy's.
Well, I mean,
you gotta have your Timmy's while you're working on the car.
I mean, it's a podcast. It's not like we really have to focus on something.
No, I know.
It'll be nice once, hopefully we can at least get a guest star or see if somebody...
Should we just FaceTime a guest star and see if they'll...
That's a little... No, just to put them on the spot like that.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, you're on a podcast and I'll talk.
Oh, you're on a podcast. Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm on the toilet. Now's not the time.
My luck, yeah. Oh, funny.
But moving on a little bit into the news. So it looks like they're... I'm not sure if it's... We couldn't really find it. I don't know if it was Ford or like an off-brand company who deals with them, but they're trying to make the new Ford Bronco coming out.
They've been trying to...
But like a Baja designed from factory.
Yeah.
Which would be hard to do.
No, because they have the Raptor, which is a Baja design.
Yeah.
And they have the Rebel. Well, Dodge has the Rebel.
Yeah.
Which is in a way, but not at all.
I feel like the Dodge Rebel's a waste of money.
Yes.
Because you get, say, nice different stitch seats,
air ride,
skid plate, and Fox shocks.
And air ride.
I don't think it's air ride.
Yeah, the bags.
Oh.
The bag air ride. All around.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the Rebels that have that. If not, there's another Dodge.
Oh, I'm thinking the Ram Runner, which was Dodge's take on like a Raptor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because those were
a
skid plate and Fox shocks.
Yeah, which is stupid. But yeah,
do that in my garage for the same price.
Literally. Yeah, no, it's because I know like with the Rebels have those shocks, like the air shocks, and they deflate.
Yeah, a lot of people are wanting like you can buy now airbag deletes.
Yeah, because they're
useless.
Airbags are airbags are very hit and miss. You have to build them right. If they're built right, you have proper proportion valves and this and that. Because there's some airbags that if you don't have the proper ride, like the proper setup, like you go a cheapy way, and it has like you have your cheap ride setup, it'll do 120 in this one, 120 this one. The other two are only at 70.
Yeah.
So you're gonna ride like a donkey. Like it's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta get the ones that have like a 20% lap, like so it's only 100 and 100 and 70 and 70.
Yeah.
But it's.
Well, I think when it came out, it was more, this is kind of like a rugged off-road thing. But to put airbags on an off-road truck, airbags is more comfort, level for towing.
It's in your Cadillac, it's in your Lincoln, it's in your expensive big boat cars, not your
truck.
Yeah. Like I get airbags for towing.
Yeah.
Like that's completely different.
A lot of people do say if you put airbags in the rear, the ride quality does get better.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard the opposite. See, it depends.
It does.
If you put airbags in it and you have a load on it, they're flawless. They're great. Yeah. You get better. But if you have nothing in the back and the airbags, because it's that extra weight you have that extra support but no weight to handle it. So I don't know. That's kind of my. Like I'm kind of been debating on doing airbags in my truck. It's like I want them for the fifth wheel because it squats, but I don't haul it all the time.
Yeah.
So
see, in a case like that, like buddy of mine, like what you showed me the Vire or whatever brand it was, Firestone like airbag helpers.
Yeah.
He was hauling a truck with a car hauler and it leveled it fine.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what I
really all you need.
Or add a leaf.
Yeah.
But I mean, add a leaf is, I think for my truck it was $120. I then install it myself. Maybe U-bolts, but it's only got 50,000 K, so probably don't need U-bolts.
Look where we live. You need U-bolts.
That's true.
You pull it off the dealership lot. You need U-bolts.
Yeah. It's rusted solid. But versus the bag, because they have two sets of bags. Mm-hmm. There's the cheap bag, which is
just stuff it in the spring.
I don't have springs. I have leaves.
Well, it sucks to have a GM.
No, it's the beautiful ride quality of leaf springs and not the boatiness of coil springs.
I like coils. But that's also like if you're comparing lift kits. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, say if you're comparing rough country, like, yeah, they were, if you think about it, it's in the name rough. They do ride rough.
Yes.
But
it's your cheap, affordable lift.
It is. They've been in the game so long that now they are progressing. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the time, regardless of the lift, it comes down to the suspension.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. A company can't sell a poor quality, well, they can.
Like a cheaper quality.
You can sell a cheaper quality, but you can't sell a poor quality lift. Mm-hmm. You can't sell something that's going to fail because I'm going to sue you.
Yeah.
My lift cracks in half, and I mean, rough country's all over the place. Yeah. The states are Sueville. They'll sue you for flicking you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that happens. You're going to go through lawsuit after lawsuit versus spending that little extra money to build it the way it should have been. Mm-hmm. Like,
not only that, but like a lot of these, you know, I think Rough Country has their own version of Fox shocks now, but like BDS, Zone, they all offer Fox shocks as an add-on.
Yeah.
And people say, if you can't afford it, wait, save up, because by all means it's worth it.
See, like, that's the hard thing. Like, yeah, Fox is such a good name, but I mean, so is Ranchero.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Ranchero. Ranchero is a vehicle.
Yeah. Rancho or whatever.
Yeah.
I had those in my 93 with the lift that I had. Well, it was only a 2-inch lift, but I had them all around. They're great. I got the whole life out of it, and that truck's been jumped, flexed, swamped, beat. Like,
you bent it over and gave it to it.
That truck has been everywhere but upside down.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
surprisingly.
surprisingly
See, whereas, and it's funny, because I don't know, like, I'm not sure you know the past history of that truck either. But
it was beat to hell.
Oh, okay.
It's been beat since, it's like the guy that I bought it from, when I bought it, there's all scratches down the side. I said, what's that from? He's like, oh yeah, me and a couple of buddies were juiced and we drove through a barbed wire fence.
Oh my god.
I said, oh, okay. What about the back? Oh yeah, well, that's because we got peppered from a shotgun from a farmer.
I remember that.
Yeah. And that was the fence we hit. So I was like, so this truck's been abused. He's like, no, it's great. As it had 35s with a 2-inch lift and the fenders were cut, beat. Like, I mean.
It's like, how?
But the only thing I ever replaced on it was ball joints. Mm-hmm. And tie rods. But I mean, wheel spacers and offset rims and 35s and beating the snot of it will do that. Any truck you're going to have to.
See, whereas with my GM, made it 600,000 K. Mm-hmm. I did redo the top end transmission like 10 years before it blew and rear diff.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
But I was also running, I just turned the torsion keys a bit, had to add a leaf, and 33s.
Yeah. See, and that was that guy's excuse for a 2-inch lift was torsion bars cranked, and I think he did blocks, like a 2-inch block on the back. Like, he didn't, it wasn't a legit lift.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to go to a dealership, say, I have a lifted truck, they'd be like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
You have torsion bars cranked and fenders smacked in with a hammer.
Yeah, that's not a lift, that's a...
No.
Hey buddy, what you doing today kind of thing.
Yeah, like he did put the 2-inch lift shocks, like the shocks for a bigger lift.
Which do help.
They do. They stiffen it up a little bit, but I mean for the most part but
it's weird to think because I didn't do a thing to that truck really.
Yeah, no.
Like,
but you didn't have it for too long.
I know I didn't have it for too long, but if I'm comparing the length I had my Dodge compared to the length of the Chevy, I did a shit ton to that Dodge.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean that.
Like, just in add-ons alone, too.
But you know what the problem was?
What?
D-O-G. Dodge.
Yeah, it was.
It was a Dodge. I don't know where I was going with it. Yeah, I did.
I mean, it wasn't that it was a Dodge. It just I feel like it was a lemon.
It was.
The front end was shot. I should have
It's a Dodge.
I should have known that when I test drove it. Like, that should have been.
You didn't test drive it though.
Yeah, no, going up and down a gravel road isn't a test drive.
See, and that was my issue with when I bought my 04, is because when I bought it, I didn't really test drive it. Like, I test drove it, I drove it around the block, and it drove fine, it shifted fine, but I had nowhere to test the four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So when I put it in, I did a tight circle, and you could feel it popping, like it felt like it was, or hopping, and it felt like it was in four-wheel drive. Once I put my little bit bigger tire, I put 33s on it, and tried it in the snow, I had no four-wheel drive. I was like, well, what the heck? And jacked it up, put it in four-wheel drive, the front tires were still spinning. So I was like, what's going on here? Talked to my buddy at transmission shop.
Yeah.
He says, your clutch plates are gone, because it has 4 auto.
Oh, yeah.
So 4 auto, just, once it slips, smashes it in 4 high.
Yeah.
And, like, I will never run 4 auto.
No.
In
and
my
the
truck.
people that do, like, if you're running 4 auto, you really should rethink what you're
Put it
driving.
in 4-wheel.
It's not even that. It's
Like,
maybe learn how to drive.
yeah, I mean, my dad uses it all the time. Like,
Sometimes that needs just getting in the garage because of a little bit of ice.
yeah, but I mean, at that point, I just put it in 4-wheel, 4 high. Like, if I'm not wasting my time with 4 auto, so I can sit at the light, spin for 2 seconds, smash it in, and then go.
Yeah.
Might as well just pull up. Like, I was crossing the highway when it was super slippery a couple days ago. Put it in neutral, put it in 4 high, put it back, drove across the highway. Because I was like, I'm not sitting here spinning, risking getting hit. Like, I'm just gonna be smart, put it in 4-wheel and go. Like, it's not that hard. Like, sure, if you're cruising down the highway and you start spinning, well, correct it, slow down.
Yeah.
Like, what do you need to smash into 4-wheel for? Like, I've only had that once, and that was when we got that freak storm, and I hit a big pot. Like, girlfriend rolled the car.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was going to get her, and it's like, I was hitting parts like slush and that, and it was like, okay, throw it neutral, slow it down, put it in 4-wheel. Like, it's, I don't know.
See, and because it's like with the new Dodges, you can you can put it in 4-wheel drive anything under 30K, but it's the same thing. It's like, it slams up against.
Yeah.
Because when I was test driving, he's like, yeah, just do it.
But that's so.
But even when he said that, my brain has been trained. No, you put it in neutral.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Dealers, well, most dealers, like most sales reps, don't know. Like, some do. Some know what they're talking about.
Like, he knew his stuff. Like, I see, he goes for his training and stuff like that. We're good buddies.
Okay. But, like, there's also some that are, like, I've had some that are, like, I went and looked at this truck. It was a 2010 GMC Denali. And I took it for a test drive. I said, okay, well, the tranny's slipping. He said, no, it's not. I was like, yes, it is. Gave her the ketchup, and it was, wah, and I was like, that's a slip. He's like, no, it's not. That's just what the Denali does. I'm like,
no.
Okay, you're full of shit. So, no. And then I looked underneath. They just detailed it. I was pulling out clumps of mud and gravel, and I was like, this truck came from a farm. He's like, yeah, it came from dirt roads. I was like, yeah, what, did their 12-year-old son drop it off? Like, I mean, this thing's been abused his whole life. He's like, it's only got 200,000 K. And I was like, okay, how much are you asking? What, 22? $22,000 for a truck that it's halfway done its life.
Yeah.
It's a $10,000 truck.
That's like when we went to go see that Power Wagon.
Oh.
It's funny. I know the guy who ended up buying it, too. That's the funny thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, at least he's a diesel mechanic, but still feel bad for him.
Not a diesel. I hope he got a wicked deal on it.
Probably not.
Because I guess it was a deal.
Because unlike the guy we saw who specialized in that kind of stuff, he was a walk-in, this truck I'm looking at kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, because when we went to see it, like, regardless if I took you or not, would have looked underneath, to see the seals leaking.
The seal, the U-joints.
The U-joints, the suspension, the fact that there was paint spilt in the box and they weren't going to try and clean it. Like,
it's the dings, the dents, the
rust. Like
smelled like
rust.
smoke.
Yeah.
The winch cable gone. The winch was seized.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it was nice that the dealer said, or like the guy that was selling it was like, you know what, I don't even want to sell you this.
I don't even want to take it for a test drive.
Yeah.
Like, as much as it sucks, because knowing me, I probably would have been like, ooh, Dodge.
Yeah.
11, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But, yeah.
But it was just nice that he said, you know what, I don't even want to sell you this because it's going to become my headache.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a good salesman.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want a salesman that's just like, well, it's a lemon, have fun.
Yeah.
But that's the ones that don't care.
No.
There's no warranty on it, or limited warranty.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. It's already a 2013?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. And yeah, no, that truck came from
The
Farmer Joe,
Yeah,
and he
literally.
beat the piss out of it and was like, okay, I want my new one, so I can
Yeah.
go do the same thing. Like, I couldn't imagine the claims on that truck.
Probably none.
Probably not, actually.
He probably just, oh, well, whatever.
Or just writes it off. I don't know what to do.
Dealerships don't normally take in write-offs.
It's true.
It's very...
But they'll take rebuilds.
They
Or
will.
not rebuilds, but like what?
Yeah.
Like, oh, your fender got crumpled. Okay, we'll fix
Yeah,
that.
like claims. MP
Yeah.
claims. They'll take
Yeah.
those, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I went to look at another Ram,
Mhm.
just because my buddy worked there. And he's like, well, it has a few claims. Oh, but it was no big deal. It was no big deal. I'm like, see that body shop across the road? You know, what about it? I work there. I know what these little claims are. It's a full rear fender, inner liner, door, hood.
Yeah.
Not just a hood.
See, that's funny that you say that, because I remember I looked at this one truck. It was a 2016 GMC Sierra 1500. It was a base model.
Mm-hmm.
A little over base. It had 120,000 K, give or take, and it was a company truck at some point. I said, are there any claims on it? She's like, well, let me just pull up the Carfax. I was like, okay. So
Which is nice. Dealerships can do that for free.
Yeah.
Because you have to pay out of pocket.
Exactly. And so she hands me a booklet.
Oh.
It wasn't a booklet, but it was
still pretty hefty.
4 pages.
Wow.
I said, what's this? She's like, oh, that's Carfax. I was like, buy it. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, okay. I'll look at it, and let me see. Right fender, left fender, rockers, door, rear bumper, right side bedside, left side bedside.
Just like everything.
Everything. Every panel was replaced 3 times.
Oh, man.
And then I was like, how is the frame still good?
Yeah.
How is, the windows were replaced, every window was replaced 10 times. All the, there was obviously the oil changes were 10,000 intervals.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, 5,000. Sure, these new trucks, you can drag them out a little more.
Even then,
but still, 5,000 should be proper. One of them was 22,000. I was like,
I do.
and that was when it was still at 30,000 K.
Yeah.
30,000 K to whatever 55,000 K was yeah. And I was like, that's rough. That's breaking still.
Yeah.
It should not.
Because I put maybe 200 kilometers a year on the Pontiac.
Yeah.
I do an oil change every year.
But that's different though.
It is, because it does sit and it fucking leaks.
Yeah. Even my square body, I'll do it once a year, maybe, and I barely put on any K.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also had, my 93 got an oil change when I felt like...
Yeah.
Well, it's been time. Let's do one.
See, and that's partially my fault, I feel like, why the engine went in the GM.
Yeah.
Because on my way to get the oil change,
slap.
I'm like, no.
Where's the diesel oil?
Yeah. Well, and I pulled it into the shop, and Stevens was like, this is a diesel, isn't it? I'm like, that's a 1500. He's like, oh, that's not good.
That's not a 6.5.
Yeah.
That's not a 6.2. See, but that's the thing. Those old Chevys, you can run them no coolant, no oil, and they'll still run for 3-4 hours.
I would know.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's...
Well, I had a pinhole leak in the coolant line.
Yeah.
And drive to work, and around 4 work, get home.
Yeah.
Temperature's way up.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was winter time, so it kept it cool.
Yeah.
Said to the little man, I'm like, you never did this when you had it. He looked over, he's like, Yeah, it's fine. So it's like, okay, rather it's fine,
Yeah.
or he doesn't give two shits because it's like, whatever.
Yeah. See, that's the hard thing with those old trucks. Like it's that also the guessing of, is the gauge actually working, or is it okay? If it does it more than 3 times, then it's working. Like,
see, Chevy was fine for that. Never had an issue.
Yeah.
Dodge.
Yeah.
The oil pressure sensor. I need to replace it. I think that was the issue, but
you need to replace the whole truck. Which you did.
Which
you sold
I
it.
sold it.
Thank flapjacks.
But you know what? I paid for the trip to Dallas.
True.
So.
Could also bought you a 4-wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
And the trip to Dallas.
Not really.
Are you gonna buy that scooter?
Oh, I messaged him today actually, and he's like, "Yeah, Brent said he was going to buy it." And I'm like, "That cocksucker."
I said to him, I was like, first he's like, "Yeah, I got a scooter." So I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Send me a picture." He's like, "Okay, sounds good." I was like, "Cause I'll probably buy it for $250, whatever, runs, drives, needs a battery." And then I seen it as like, it's ugly.
It's ugly and old, and plastics are cracked.
Yeah, and I was like, but that's why it's priced so cheap. It is. It's not stolen or anything either, which is the good part.
It's his uncle's like old quad he bought, probably new.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, that's ugly. He's like, yeah. I was like, I don't know, man. And then he's like, so you buying it? And I was like he messaged me 5 hours later. He's like, so you buying it? I was like, I said I don't know means no.
Yeah.
Like probably not, especially because like.
Just like we'll see means no.
Yeah.
Like come on.
I can spend $250 on a lot of better things.
Yeah. Like fixing your 700.
Yeah.
You see the look. Oh shit, he's got me there.
Paying off the Snap-on guy.
Ah fuck. You're gonna be doing that till you die. You can push it off.
Sure enough. Yeah, no. So I don't know. I mean, I might. Yeah.
Well, I saw on your Snapchat you have a Snap-on hat.
I got it for free.
How many thousands did you have to spend?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah. There was a Snap-on show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Should have freaking took me. I'm still cheesed on that one.
I'm sorry. I know. I should have took the girlfriend. Because I walked out of there with nothing.
Yeah.
I walked out of there with
a hat.
A free crappy hat.
Because Jen was like, "Yeah, we're going for a meet or for the social."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh, you guys at the like?" She sends me a picture. I'm like, "The social prices?" No, it's a trade show. I'm like. Oh,
I wish it was social price, man. I would have.
Man,
I would have
bought so many tickets.
Yeah. There's a lot of money. I watched one guy spend. Excuse me. He didn't buy a toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
He spent $5,500
just on tools.
On tools. On like 4 different tools.
Oh, were they at least like specialty tools or?
He bought a ball joint press.
Okay.
A socket set, a ratchet set. And I don't know what the other thing was.
So in other words, $5,000 at Snap-on, $50 at Princess Auto.
Literally, that's like, I mean the.
Come here, buddy.
The
Those are so loud on the mic.
That's fine. The the ratchet set or the wrench set was $300.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It all added up to way more than it needed to.
Well, I think
he bought a scanner though. I think that's what was the most expensive thing.
Because I think it would be thank you. I think it'd make a cool video. We go to Princess Auto, and we say, "Okay, this is our budget for the starter mechanics. This is roughly what you're gonna have." And we basically build a toolkit.
Yeah.
I think that would be a...
Just go look at my toolbox. It's all Princess Auto tools.
I know.
My one at home at least. All at work isn't, but... Because, I mean, that's... It would be, but... I mean, it's also a matter of now we're spending...
Yeah. But I mean...
to fill a... Let's say you bought a used toolbox on Kijiji.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know what? Canadian Tire, for the people that don't have Canadian Tire, sorry. Canadian Tire,
Harbor Freight or Macco?
No, that's expensive.
Oh, so that's like an off-brand.
No,
Mac.
It's like Mac. It's its own brand. It's expensive.
Okay.
They're good quality tools.
What's this dog doing? Okay, bye.
No, Matco is really good tools.
Yeah.
Mastercraft has a toolbox. It's $150 for the top. I think it's $200 for the top and the bottom.
Mm.
It's a you know, whatever, this tall. You've seen it in my garage. It's whatever.
It's nice.
It's good enough for a starter. You know, I want to have enough tools at home to do my oil change my tires, kind of odds and ends. And to fill that would probably be, like, you need a wrench set, you need a socket set, you need imperial, you need metric, you need ratchets.
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, is he going to lay down?
No.
He's trying to make a hole in his... Oh, there he goes. Oh, boy. It's so cute.
Yeah, so I mean, it kind of... To make that set...
See, and... Because when I was working... When I first started at Focus Hyundai, like in the wash bay, mechanic... Oh, man. The mechanic was like, yeah, check out this Snap-on box I just bought. And it was the black, say, 48-inch stainless steel top.
Yeah. $8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then mechanic across the bay from him, it's like, funny, I just picked this up from, where was it at the time? I think PV Mart or Canadian Tire had them on sale. The Maximum toolbox brand.
Yeah.
Exact same, same box, same drawer layout. He's like,
yeah, picked $300.
Yeah, like $800. He's like, I want my money back.
Yeah, literally. Well, that's the thing. Like, one of the guys at work has this. I mean, it's a really nice. Oh. It's a really nice Snap-on box, but it's 56 wide, but it's like 30 something deep. Like, it's deep. Like, it's really deep. I think it was 11. Or knew it was like $12,000 or something like that. It has a stainless steel top and all that. I'm like, $12,000 for a toolbox. Like, that's half a truck payment. Like, that's half a truck.
Yeah, that's a down
payment for a truck. That's a full truck. That's a down payment for a house.
Yeah.
I mean, he got it cheaper because it was a repo. I guess someone didn't pay for it or whatever, but or it damaged or something. Like, he got it for like $8,000, but it's still like, that's a lot of money just for a toolbox. Like, I don't know, I've been seeing a lot of things, and it is very true. Buy a crappy toolbox, or one that'll get the job done for cheap. Fill it with good tools.
Yeah.
Don't have the nicest toolbox and you can't afford tools. There's no point in that.
It's just like with photographers.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to get the body of the camera expensive. Yeah. Spend the money, get good lenses.
Exactly.
That's good what gets lenses, you the sharp images. Yeah,
exactly. And good software.
Yeah.
Good editing software. That
it goes a long way.
Absolutely. And I mean, like, at work, I don't have a nice... Well, it's nice. It's a... Whatever.
The Maxx?
Maxx.
No.
Yeah, it's a Maximum or whatever. It does the job. And I'm filling it with good tools. And then eventually maybe I'll buy a nicer toolbox. But right now I don't care.
Where is me? Oh, what was I at the time? Oh, I'm 12?
Yeah.
Let me buy a Snap-on box full of Snap-on tools.
See, but you got a wicked deal on that.
I did.
If I had the same if I would do that, like, if I seen that right now, I would go do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, I would trade in my 4-wheeler for it.
Yeah.
Like, that, those tools will make me money. 4-wheeler, plowing snow, what makes me money, but not as much as those tools will.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So, yeah, I don't know. That's the hard thing on what tools to buy and what not to. What to spend your money. Like, I'll spend money on good tools. Like a Mac, like I got a Mac Impact. I'll spend that extra money on that because it's got a 17 or 1600 foot-pound braking point.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Which, the Canadian Tire one or Princess Auto one was like 1,000.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what my electric DeWalt shitty Impact does.
See, and it's funny because at Princess Auto, in our surplus department, you know, it's just knick-knacks, odds, ends. We got a 1/4-inch impact gun, battery powered.
Oh yeah.
It's like $60-some. I was going to buy it because why not?
Why not?
Maximum torque. Take a guess. Just 350 foot-pounds.
That's like a drill.
Yeah.
That's.
So then I quickly look up Makita and it's like 1,300, and I'm like, that's why you're paying 3 times the price.
Well, exactly. Like, I mean, Milwaukee has a lot of. I was looking over their Impact. I'm definitely gonna get into their battery Impacts and that, but like from their 1/4 all the way to 3, they have a 1-inch now.
Yeah.
And it's top of the line. Like, I watched this one guy on YouTube. I love his channel, and he did he whatever, something with a scrapyard, and he's like, I want to take off, like, on loaders, the blade.
Oh yeah,
you don't
the scraping edge.
Yeah, you don't undo the bolts. You cut them off.
Mm-hmm.
It undid the bolt. I was like,
get out. Oh my god.
As if lug nuts took them off. You use a 1-inch hydraulic impact. I was like, wow, holy shit! Like the wall.
My question is, because you need a lot of power to bust those loose. How long does a battery last then?
I mean, that is the thing. I don't think he changed. I think he might have changed the battery at once, but I mean, it's obviously that's for a quick fix.
Yeah.
Like you're not using.
Like you're going to keep that in the tractor with you and for an emergency kind of.
Yeah, you're not using that 1 inch. You're not. If you're doing heavy equipment like that, you're using an air or hydraulic or something. Yeah. You're not pissing around with batteries and all that all day long. Yeah. That's just useless. Like,
well, and that's kind of where you're still in that flex right now.
Yeah.
Because air tools have always been here.
Yeah.
And everything else has been here, but now that like Makita and power tools stuff like that's coming here, it's starting to even out.
Definitely. I mean, Milwaukee's like
kind of the
Air's
leader.
here.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's here. DeWalt's maybe here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Makita. I haven't really looked into them. Maybe they're
Makita's like it's
under. Yeah.
It's in between. I would say DeWalt and Milwaukee. Too many M's.
Yeah. Because I know like with my DeWalt impact is a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch. It's not brushless, but like it's good for at home.
Yeah.
For when I don't want to use my air tank, it'll zip off almost every lug nut. The X2 or XR brushless one has like mine has like I think 800 foot-pound of torque or whatever, and the brushless, or maybe less, I don't know what it is, but and then the brushless is more. And I was like, well, I should have spent the money and bought that.
Should have.
But it does 90% of the job. I mean, when I bought my toolbox, like this other one at home, it came with a cordless impact. That thing is wicked.
Yeah.
I didn't or a corded impact.
Yeah.
I was like, these things are junk, whatever.
No, they got some torque.
It took off, like when I was doing the CV axles on the 4-wheeler, it took off the nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't do it by hand. Like the way it was set with the rim and everything and the extension, I couldn't get it by hand. But with that corded impact, like my other one, the battery one wouldn't get in there, so I had to put an extension. I mean, extensions, you lose everything.
Yeah.
So I got it right on there, and it just and then wing came off.
Wow.
I was like,
yeah, they're pretty powerful.
Yeah.
But like my toolbox, I bought it because the guy was in the trade get retired.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I have in the box is air powered. Well, you've seen it. I've
seen what I've cut of it.
Yeah.
What's not buried.
Yeah. And the thing is, like I said, everything is air.
Yeah.
I do want to go through the box, sell some stuff, update some new stuff. I'll spend the money, whatever.
Yeah.
But I do want, whatever I sell, I want to put towards Makita.
Milwaukee.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. I mean, there is a lot of things that are, like, just, like, with the Snap-on things you have, they're great, but I mean, for the amount that you're doing, I don't know if you maybe plan on getting back into that later on.
We'll see what the boss says.
So, I mean, it's kind of, if you do end up getting back into it, then I'd keep it, but if you're not planning on getting back into mechanics and doing your little bit around the house, Snap-on's great. Sell it and you can buy something that's...
Oh yeah, no, you're right.
You could go buy...
Pro Point at work, I can buy 5 tons.
Literally.
Basically.
Literally. You could buy everything and still have $1,000 left over. Yeah. Or more. Like, I mean, it's... See, that's kind of that... Just don't tell me when you sell it, because I'll probably buy it all.
Yeah. See, and it goes back to that, oh, well, I don't want to run airlines. I don't want to do this. It's cold in the winter, the compressor's going to run hard, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And me being me, I'm lazy. I don't want to wait.
No.
Let's just... Done.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm the same way, and I mean, especially, it depends on, like, air tanks are maintenance. There's maintenance to them, which is whatever. I mean, my old air tank, I didn't care. I got it for free. Plug it in. There's water in it. let her go.
Well, that's like my tank right now. I'm sure it's got that much water in it, but
yeah.
It is what it is.
So, I mean, like, with my new tank, obviously I don't want it to rust out, so I do my frequent oil change. I drain it every time, and I don't, like, it's a lot of effort and a lot to go through for 10 lug nuts.
Yeah.
For the couple lug nuts that I have to take off, or whatever I take off, I'll break them loose and use my impact, or I'll use my cordless impact, bust them off, and call it a day.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm working there all day, I'm going to be doing a lot of bolts with the air and that. Then yeah, sure, I'll do it. But,
or like heavy. That's the thing, like, because I will keep air tools.
Yeah.
For the fact that small jobs, wheels, whatever, like smaller jobs, I'll use battery.
Yeah.
But say transmissions, axle nuts, CV, whatever, like heavy.
Yeah.
Impact.
Yeah, and I mean that's too is die grinders, sanders, grinders. I mean air hammer, air chisel. I mean all of that. That's you can do cordless. You can do battery. Like Milwaukee has
the sawzall, the grinder.
Yeah, but I mean for the most part, air's the way to go with those,
yeah.
Especially an air hammer.
I think, end of the day, it's always going to be the way to go.
Yeah.
But with I'm sure in say 10 years there'll be a different story. 10 years ago, when I heard, that Milwaukee came out with the heated jackets.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just a gimmick.
I want to buy one.
Now it's like, I want one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll pay the $200 if it keeps me warm ice fishing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. I mean, well, I know as soon as I buy it, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's gonna steal it.
Yeah. Well, that's like yesterday. She comes over. She picked me up from work, so I went for a shower. Go upstairs, in my sweats, in my hoodie, in my bed. I'm like, I just want my sweater.
Exactly. See, that's the thing. Like, it'd be nice for snowmobiling.
Yeah.
It'd be really nice for snowmobiling.
Honestly, anything.
I know one of the guys at work has one. He uses hunting. He says the best thing he's ever bought. Because, well, I mean, sometimes you're in the deer stand.
Yeah.
And you wake up and you're like, I am gold. Click, click, click. Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm warm again.
Yeah.
Like, we're good. Like, it's...
And that's the thing. Like, those small heating pads only work so well. At least, it's kind of spread.
Yeah.
We sold them at Princess.
The heated jackets?
They were, like, expensive for what they were.
I'm sure they probably don't last long.
Considering they all got stolen in 3 days, something like that. Yeah. We spider wrapped them twice, put them on the shelf, and all got stolen. It's like, oh well, it is what it is.
I was like when I bought that welding helmet, I was walking out there and I was holding it up because it had the yellow tag on there, and one of the girls was like, "Can you stop, please? Let me check it." I was like, "Sure." Like, I don't care. Like, whatever. But I mean, I could have just ran. Oh, but I mean, it's
literally after you left, you missed such a good time.
What?
4 different thieves with their accomplices were in, so we had like 8 people that are known thieves in.
Yeah.
We had 2 homeless guys that came in.
Yeah.
One of them we know steals.
Yeah.
And the other guy, I guess was buddies.
Yeah.
He came in and just passed out. Called the cops, called the paramedics.
That's
it's getting bad.
It is. But they're looking for somewhere warm to go.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. I'm fine with them coming in, especially because we have free coffee.
Yeah.
They have a place to stay, get out of the cold.
Yeah.
But then when you start stealing, when you start making a full meal on the table,
bugging people, bugging customers,
it's like, I'm sorry, dude, but
get out. Yeah. I mean, well, the helmet that I bought.
Yeah.
The plastic was already taken off. Batteries were already in, and it was scratched to shit.
Wow.
I was like, I'm so glad I just bought a used helmet.
Yeah.
Like.
See, and that's the problem, because me knowing what it's like of being a return cashier.
Yeah.
A lot of the especially newer people, they don't know a screwdriver from the hammer. Oh yeah, it works fine. Blah blah blah. Okay, return.
Yeah. See, this it was stapled shut. It was sealed shut.
Yeah.
The way it should have been. So I don't know if someone returned it.
It's possible. You never.
And then I don't know. I mean, it was kind of frustrating because it's like, I'm just trying to get. I mean, it works better than mine now, or my old one did. But I mean, it's just like I expected a new replacement one.
Yeah.
why am I getting a new used one? Like, it's, I mean, I can go back and switch.
Yeah, if you want, when I'm in next, I'll just put one aside.
I'll just use it till it breaks, because I'm sure it won't be long.
Yeah. Well, before we wrap up, because we're running out of time here, last thing we forgot in the news. I mean, it's not really news. A lot of people knew about it. If you haven't heard of the YouTube channel, B is for Build. Is it? B is for Build?
I believe so, yeah.
They're like, I really enjoy the work they do because it's out of the box. It's different.
It's random.
But they showed up to SEMA with an LS swapped Huracan, Lamborghini Huracan. I mean, like, I give them credit. Made 1,500 horsepower. They made a manual transmission, twin turbo. They redid half the body work.
That looks good. It
looks good, but I'm sorry.
LS swept the world, man. Don't say anything.
It's an LS and a Lamborghini. No.
See, but that's the funny part. That's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Because if that Lamborghini motor was wrecked, I'm sure that's, I don't know, probably what, 30 grand to replace that?
Probably.
I'm sure he built that motor for 15 grand.
Yeah.
Not even.
Probably with the car.
And double the horsepower.
Oh, yeah.
Double, like, easily.
Because I'm sure that thing was only running 700.
Legally, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about Lamborghinis. I don't know what their excuses are. But, yeah, they can make, I think it's only $600-700. It's like, okay, I have a crappy old LS. Let's blow it and let's put some big old turb Cs on it and call it a day. Like,
freedom power.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm sure at that 1,500, he could probably up it and do minimal work.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah. Anyways, I mean, it does look nice at the end of the day. It's something different. We give those guys credit.
Yeah.
It's like, it's SEMA. It's not a car show. It's a trade show.
Yeah.
It's for new products. Yeah, there's nice cars. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Argue all day, all you want. But that's my story.
I mean, it's, no, it is definitely something cool. Something new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first LS swap Lamborghini I've ever heard of.
With a manual.
With a manual. Well, they're all manual, but...
Well, so you can get some, I think.
Because they're paddle shifts, so I mean, in a way that's manual, but I mean,
if
they ain't got a clutch, it ain't manual.
Yeah.
Like,
but, I mean, yeah. I think we're going to pretty much wrap it up there. We're kind of running out of time.
Yeah.
But, you know...
Till next time.
Till next time, or next week, or whenever we decide to film again.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching the fourth episode of the Open Hood podcast.
And remember, if you have a hood next time.
Green screen. We'll just green screen it. Make it look like we're in a shop. Actually, that's a good idea.
That's smart.
Wow.
Look at you.
Look at me go.
I know. Okay.
Remember, guys, when in doubt, throttle out. Take care and have a good one.